Hey there, baby smokers chugging. As you can see, I'm not near the smoker. I'm down by the lake. I'm out for my morning constitutional. And I just wanted to put together a little video. I struggled yesterday with the wind and using the GoPro. And so I'm on my phone here. Video quality is probably going to be a little lower, but hopefully I can block enough of the wind that you won't get all that wind noise and you'll be able to understand, hear what I'm saying. So anyway, here's where we're at in the upcoming season. I'm looking for wood. I am out of wood. I can't cook anything. And the wood that I really want is some sugar maple, or any kind of maple really, but primarily sugar maple. So if anybody knows where I can get a cord of sugar maple wood, I'm in central Jersey, so it's gonna have to be somewhat near there, eastern Pennsylvania. If you can help my brother out, let me know. That'll get me back on my cooking projects. Otherwise I gotta buy bagwood, which is terribly expensive and it burns really fast. In this cold weather, that kiln dried wood just goes up like a match. I'd have to have boatloads of it, which is really expensive. So anywho, here's what we're facing with. Since I don't have wood to cook, we're gonna probably do some side dishes for the first couple of videos because I'll be stuck inside. So I'm gonna show you how to make my baked beans. I'm going to show you how to make my mac and cheese. Those are my two most popular side dishes. And maybe if I can talk Amy into it, we'll have her show you how to make either a dessert or some coleslaw, or one of the things that she's good at. So there's that. Also, another project that I'm looking at doing again. You've seen the video on my channel where I did pastrami out of a store-bought brisket. Corned beef brisket, and that came out pretty good. It was really flavorful. However, I want to do that recipe again because in the winter over vacation I made my own corned beef brisket. I brined my own, and I did it in the New England gray style corned beef, which doesn't use the pink curing salt, so the meat does not have the same pink cast to it the way that store-bought does. And it has I wouldn't say the flavor was more subtle, but I would say it's more on the beefy end, but you still definitely taste all the corn spices. So I'm going to do that again. The way I did it this time was I used a 13-pound Packer brisket that I got at the Walmart really cheap. It's like, what the hell, let me experiment with this. And I trimmed it down. It was about 10 pounds after the trim, and I brined it whole. The next one I do, I will not brine whole. What I want to do is I want to break it down into 3 parts. I want to separate the point from the flat, and then I want to cut the flat in half. And that way it'll shorten the brining time and make it easier to manage. Also, what that'll allow me to do is to, I'm going to pack the, what's the term I'm looking for? The, vacuum pack. I'm going to vacuum pack half of the flat for later and freeze it. And then I'm going to cook half of the flat as corned beef. The point, however, is getting turned into pastrami. Now that corned beef that I made was amazing. So the pastrami, I'm thinking, is going to be world class. So I'm really looking forward to that project. And you'll probably see at least 2 videos based on the brining process of making a corned beef and the process of turning the point into a pastrami. So there's that. Also, I'm hoping to do a couple of gear reviews. The only 2 pieces of gear I bought so far are my smoker, which initially wasn't a huge fan of, struggled with. Once I got the hang of it, now I love it. So we'll get the full rundown on that, pros and cons. And I'm hoping that the video will actually be a good learning tool for the manufacturer. I had a nice conversation with Jeff at Old Country Barbecue, and he was really open and interested in any feedback that customers have, which I found amazing. I thought that was really cool. And we discussed the model he has upcoming, and I'm really hoping that they get to make it. And I'll talk more about that in the video. Also, the only other piece of equipment I bought is the CyberQ Cloud, which they're not going to be happy with that review. So I'll save that for that. Anyway, what I want to know from you guys is, what would you like to see me do? And if I can get a good consensus on any projects that I have not done or have not said I would do, maybe I'll give them a try. And also, I was hoping to maybe get some guests on the show, so we'll see how that works out. Smoke's chugging, baby.